What's up guys, SkittleRampage here. So today I wanted to show you my entire video game Funko Pop collection. So let's check it out. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to start off with is my Sonic the Hedgehog set here. So we do have Sonic with Ring, Super Sonic first appearance with the official San Diego Comic-Con sticker. We also have the Flock Tails and Flock Knuckles. On top of the fact that over here, we actually do have the Shadow and the Hot Topic exclusive Shadow. Now, while I didn't play too much Sonic growing up, I did really enjoy the movies, and that's why I picked up these pops, and I'm still waiting for Sonic 3. That's going to be fantastic. So let's go ahead and take this one out of box. And on the back here, there's actually Dr. Eggman as well, which I would like to pick up. I don't know if I'm going to get Sonic with Emerald. I'm kind of pretty much good with this one where he has the ring. Anyways, though, guys, here's Sonic with his finger pointing up, and then he does actually have the ring behind his back, and they actually gave the ring a little metallic look, which is really great. Next up, we have Super Sonic first appearance here. This one's actually really great, and it has a really neat glow to it. I know some people are cringing like, oh my god, he's taking it out of box. It's like $100 pop. It's okay, guys. It's okay. I'm careful. So this one actually does have a base stand, and this is really awesome looking. Again, he does have a really nice glow to him. I'll pop up a photo here for you guys. But yeah, definitely a really great looking Sonic Pop. Also, before I put him up, I do believe we're getting another Super Sonic with a chase variation in the future. So if you missed out on this one, stay tuned for that. Right here, guys, we do have Tails. Now this one's really great because it is actually flocked and it's a TargetCon exclusive from 2021. So let's go ahead and open this one up. Now the flock detail on this one is actually really nice. It's really soft to the touch, which is always really awesome. And then check this out, guys. Ah, he looks so great. He's so adorable. Now, I do believe this is like the second Tails pop they've ever made. If they do make another one, I think it would be really neat if they actually made him where he's using his tail as a helicopter. That would be a fantastic mold. But for now, this one is really great. Though not to say that I don't really love the old designs of the Sonic Pops, but obviously these are leagues better. Though eventually, I would like to pick up that OG set. It's just so expensive that these are a much better alternative. Next up, we have Knuckles here, who also only has two variations, the OG one and this one. This is also flocked and from TargetCon, but this one is from 2022. I also realized I didn't show you the back of the box here. It actually does show Classic Sonic, the 30th anniversary, and Silver. Now, I actually really love this pop similar to Tails because of the flock detail. I think it's just a really great detail to add to these characters. And then check out his Knuckles. It has the spikes on it too. And then the shoes look really great as well. Next up here, probably one of my favorite designs for our character, Shadow the Hedgehog. I really loved him growing up from the content that I did actually watch of him. More importantly, though, I actually played one of the games back on the GameCube, which was a long time ago, and I'll pop it up here for you guys. It's a really cool little game, but I haven't played it in years, so I don't really remember too much about it, but overall, definitely a really cool pop, so let's take him out of box here. And here is Shadow the Hedgehog. Again, I really love his red and black detail. Always loved his color scheme and character detail. He looks amazing. Now, my last Sonic Pop is Shadow with, I think it's pronounced KO, but correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. This is actually one of the more expensive ones in the Sonic the Hedgehog set. And then it does have several pops on the back. Again, I still want to get Dr. Eggman. Now, we also do have another Dr. Eggman coming in the future as well. Here he is out of box, guys. So the difference between the common and this one is that he actually has his arm down and his hand here, he's holding something, versus the common here, his arm is up and holding nothing. Now, unfortunately for this Sonic the Hedgehog set, it's actually sat in a box most of its life since I've actually had it in my collection, just because I haven't had anywhere to properly display them, but I do plan to change that very soon. Now, our next set of pop games is the Last of Us set here. So what really bugs me about this set personally is the fact that they took Ellie from part 2 for some random reason. I'm not really sure what happened with that, but we got Joel from the first game, the clicker from the first game, and then just Ellie from the second game. And I'm like, okay, that was a weird choice. We definitely should have got younger Ellie, and then they should have made a part 2 set as well. But either way, we got Last of Us Pop, so I won't complain too much. Anyways, though, we're going to go ahead and start off with Joel. And also, if you're wondering, there is nothing on the back, just the logo there. So Joel here, he's actually holding a shotgun, which is really great. And he is one of my favorite characters that they turned into pop form, just because I overall really love this game. I've played it a few times, and I've watched people play it a few times. So let's go ahead and take him out of box. Let me know know down below, did you guys watch the HBO show? What did you guys think about it? I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really, really great adaptation to the game, and they really did it justice. So check him out, guys. He's holding the shotgun. He does have his gas mask right here, which is a really great detail, and his backpack where he carries like a million things in the game. Hair detail's really nice, and then he also does have some like blood stains on his jeans as well. Overall, really, really great pop. Now we also have Ellie here, and fun fact if you didn't know, she's the only one that is not an exclusive in this set. Not really sure why they didn't just go ahead and make this one a GameStop exclusive too, but yeah. So nothing different on the back either, just the logo and the character. You know what's funny? I've actually opened this Ellie pop before, and I never noticed that it actually had a little symbol on the inner flap. That's really cool. Now out of her box here, she does actually have some blood on her face there, and then she's holding her pocket knife, and then you can see her clothes are kind of bloodied up as well. Oh, she also has her backpack. That's really great. I haven't seen this out of box in a while. But there on her arm, you can also see some detail too. I believe that is the tattoo, and she's wearing a watch. Also, if you're wondering, guys, these are the only versions of these characters in pop form, unless they decide to make some from the show. Now, the last one in this set is the Clicker, also a GameStop exclusive, and probably one of the ugliest Funko Pops I own. So check this out, guys. Probably one of the more detailed pops Funko has created. You have like the crooked and broken teeth, and then you do have the fungus that grows all over their face, turning them into a clicker. And if you don't know, they actually go by sound versus sight because they are completely blind. But if you move even slightly, they will be able to hear you. But overall, lots of detail there. You can see where it's kind of slowly spreading over the hair. And then you have growth all over the arm. Overall, it's really gross to look at. I'm not gonna lie, but definitely a lot of detail here. Also, if you're wondering where the name Clicker came from, they actually use echolocation to be able to find their prey. So that's why they're called clickers. The next set of pops we do have is Five Nights at Freddy's. So these ones were actually already out of their boxes. So I'll just show you the boxes really quick. We have Cupcake and Golden Freddy, the SDCC exclusive. So check that out. And then several pops on the back from different sets here. So I actually don't know too much about Five Nights at Freddy's, but I am excited to see the movie because it did look really good based off the trailer. Now, you're probably wondering why I even have Fnaf Pops if I'm not really that big of a fan. Well, I actually did a YouTube short where I said, hey, whatever comment gets the most likes of that character, I will buy it. And that's how I ended up with the Golden Freddy because everybody said Golden Freddy. Of course, they said one of the most expensive ones. And then the Cupcake, I just thought it looked kind of cool. After I bought Freddy, then I bought another one, then I was like, oh no, I think I'm gonna start going down this rabbit hole. And then I keep seeing more and more about Fnaf, and then I'm like, oh man, I kind of want to collect them because they are really cool. Next up, we have Kratos from God of War. This is the only pop that I have in the set. I might get one other one. I don't know, I'm still thinking about it, but I kind of just wanted one Kratos because I do enjoy the games. I think this one's about $70, but I was able to get it at like an event for I think like $50. I think that's what I got it around. And honestly, while we do have a new updated version of Kratos from some of the newer games, I've always loved this look of him. Next up, we do have Doomsday here from Injustice. This is a Walgreens exclusive. Now, weirdly enough, this one isn't actually part of Pop Games, it's part of Pop Heroes. I don't know if they had to do that for DC specifically, but it does say Injustice, Gods Among Us, and I believe this is from the game. Anyways, though, this is the only one they made from that game, so I had to pick it up, and I do hope they make some more in the future, but it is what it is if they don't. Here he is out of box, guys. This is probably the best iteration of Doomsday in pop form. I think we only have one other one from the Batman v Superman movie, and that one is quite literally an abomination, one of the worst interpretations of Doomsday ever. So showing you one more look at Doomsday, this pop just screams ferocity, and I love it so much. They did such a great job. They even gave him a little ponytail, which is great, and then the spikes all over him as well. Overall, I love this. Next up from the Batman Arkham Knight game, we do have Scarecrow here. So funny enough, I actually don't have Batman from this game like at all. I need to pick him up as well as Arkham Knight and maybe Harley Quinn, but one of my favorite Batman games, like period. I actually enjoyed a lot of the Batman games, but this one is one of the best. Obviously, love how he turned out. Check that out. You see the little syringes on his finger. Really, really great look. You have the teeth on the mask. Check that out. I love it so much. I love this one. I'm still holding out for hope that we get another really great Batman game because I just did not like the look of Gotham Knights. Next up from Overwatch, we actually have Sombra here when she's using her ability to kind of be translucent or invisible, I guess is what you can call it. This is a Hot Topic exclusive. Now, the reason I picked her up is she is actually one of my mains in the game. On the back there, we have Mercy, Zenyatta, Zarya, Sombra, Junkrat, and Roadhog. I would maybe pick up Junkrat and Zenyatta and maybe Mercy. I don't know. I don't want to go too far into this set because I mostly main Sombra and Ashe. Here she is out of box, guys, so check her out. She's actually hacking with her hand there, and then you can see her, I think she has an SMG if I'm not mistaken, or whatever it's called. I don't know. I'm not really a gun expert, but anyways, you can also see her slowly turning invisible with her body kind of going up, which is really great. It's kind of like a pinkish purple, and there's all kinds of purple detail as well. And then she also has some, I think this is like cybernetics on her hair too. Just overall, this mold turned out fantastic. Now, I'm just a casual Overwatch player, but I am pretty decent if I do say so myself. Let me know in the comments if you guys play Overwatch. Next up, we have Pac-Man here. Honestly, who doesn't love Pac-Man? I think he's perfect for anybody's collection. He has that signature thumbs up right there. And on the back there, it does actually show all the characters in the set. I do believe there are no exclusives, just commons in the set. We have Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Blinky, Inky, Pinky, and Clyde. That's so funny that his name's Clyde and different from the rest. And then a really cool pop they had was the actual blue ghost there, which is really awesome. So let's take Pac-Man out of box. I would definitely like to finish this set. I don't know if I want that many pops though. Wow, he's kind of heavy there. So check this out, guys. Pac-Man, I think they did a fantastic job. It would be really cool if they made another pop in the future where he's on the side with his mouth open, kind of eating dots. I think that would be a really great pop. But overall, it's pretty to the point, to be honest, with this character. For any Tomb Raider fans, we do have a Lara Croft here. Now, this was actually a gift from Bailey, I think for Christmas. I don't remember, but definitely a really great pop. There are 2 iterations of her character. Check out that OG character design. That's so crazy. The ponytail looks really great. It's already seeing that right off the bat. And then she is holding 2 pistols and her signature outfit as well. I would like to get the other one too. Next, probably one of my favorite video game pops I own is Sweet Tooth here, and I only recently got him, probably in the last like few months. He is such a great mold. Plus, if you don't know, the Twisted Metal franchise is actually getting a show, and they're gonna have, oh, I forget his name, Sam from Falcon, from Marvel. I forget his name, but he's also Captain America now. But Anthony Mackie, that's his name. But yeah, he is actually going to be one of the leads in the show, which is really great. So check out Sweet Tooth here. And I also meant to show you the back of the box. Nothing on the back, just Sweet Tooth himself looking awesome. He does have the mask, scratched up eye, scratched up mask all over the nose, flame on his head. This would be really great if it was glow or a little bit more translucent, but overall the detail's just great. Now, speaking of really great video games, we do have Sly Cooper here, the GameStop exclusive. I really love the PlayStation sticker they put on there as well. Official licensed product. That looks really great. Sly Cooper, nothing too crazy on the back, like a lot of these PlayStation pops, just the logo. Now, this is the only Sly Cooper Funko Pop that we currently have. It would be nice for them to make more pops from the games. We'll see what happens in the future. This one is currently vaulted though, so maybe it didn't sell too well, I don't know. But he is definitely like a mid-level grail. He's a little bit up there in price. Overall though, I really like how he turned out, and I love the fact that they have him perched up. Next up, we have Diablo here. We have Tyrael. This is a Funko Insider Club exclusive, also known as GameStop. Now, funny enough, I actually took this one out of box for the first time the other day, and I didn't realize how much detail he actually has. So he has his sword in hand, but check out his wings on his back. Imagine if these glowed in the dark, and they create a base stand here to kind of help him stand. I love this wing detail and the golden armor. They did so well on this. Another pop I have in my video game collection is Nathan Drake here, where he's holding the grappling hook. Now, this is from Uncharted if you've never played it, and it does have several games, but they definitely capture the look of Nathan Drake pretty perfectly here. I unfortunately only have him out of box. I don't have his box, but I got him for like $6, so you can't beat that. Now, for any Borderlands fans, I actually have quite a few in the set, including Mad Moxie, Tiny Tina, which is the grail in the set, Lilith, and Handsome Jack here, as well as we do have Emperor Claptrap, as well as we do have Butt Stallion here, Tiny Tina from Wonderlands, and Claptrap Distress from Borderlands 3, which we don't really talk about this. This was one of the worst games in the franchise. I'm sorry if you love it, but it's just not that good. Now, out of all the pops I do actually own, I would say Tiny Tina is probably one of my favorite characters in the game. I love how sadistic and crazy she is. Now, on the back here, we actually have some other pops, like we have the Lilith, Zero, which I actually main him in the game, but I don't have the pop. He's kind of hard to find. He's like a $50 to $70 pop right now. And then we have several versions of Claptrap as well. Anyways, though, let's go ahead and start off with Tiny Tina here. Great character detail on this one. Again, one of my favorite characters because of how crazy she is and how crazy she acts in the game. Always blowing stuff up and going after somebody. But check this out. She does actually have her bunny in hand as well. I forget his name. She has many stuffed animals, but she has the bandit over the nose. I think these are pigtails. I don't know. I don't even have hair that long. And then she does have the psycho mask on the side of her head as well. Overall, really, really great looking pop. Now, this one is about a $70 to $80 pop, again, the grail in the set. If you can't afford this one, you can get this Tiny Tina from Wonderlands, and this one is only about like 10, 12 bucks. And since we have both pops, I figured I would show you a side-by-side of both Tiny Tinas here. I really love her hat. I think that's really funny, but yeah, there you go. Side by side. Now, before we continue on, if I ever recommend any game to you guys, it would be Borderlands. I love this franchise so much, and it's something I can keep going back and playing over and over and over again. I will have to say 2 is just the best game out of all of them. If you're looking for one to play, of course, start from the beginning, but 2, it's the best. I will argue with anybody any day. 2 is the best. And I've actually recently been playing Borderlands 2 again with some friends. I don't know. Let me know, do I have any fellow Borderlands fans on my channel here? Next up, we have Lilith here, and she is known as a siren, basically like a very strong character in the game. She is holding a red pistol, which is really nice. On the back of the box, it's not much different than some of the other ones with this style box. Let's go ahead and take her out. She's also a really great character in the game as well. Love her hair detail. I think they captured her character very well, especially with the hand on the hip. That's definitely her attitude, and the short hair, and the pistol looks really nice as well. Next, we have Mad Moxie here. She actually has 2 variations of her in Funko Pop form. So taking her out of box, she owns like a little restaurant or kind of like a bar, but she can be very aggressive as well. She may look kind of cute, but she can definitely be very aggressive here. So check that out. Little hat detail. She has a a playing card of Queen of Hearts there, which is really great. And then she does have her purple attire here. She also wears a lot of makeup. Now here we have our villain of the story, Handsome Jack here. So he actually wears a mask that basically kind of looks like him because his face got a little messed up, essentially. Now, if you're wondering about this guy, he is very snarky, he is very rude, and he constantly annoys you throughout the game. Not like Claptrap though, but he can be very annoying. Now, speaking of annoying characters, Claptrap here. So I only have 2 of like 5 or 6 variations. They also have like a solid gold one. So Emperor Claptrap here first. He's also very funny, might I add. He's just really annoying because he's always screaming in your ear or talking some kind of craziness. So check this out. This is basically, well, as it said, Emperor Claptrap, but he also looks like a pirate. Anyways, he has a sword in hand. He is like a very lovable, very annoying robot in the game. And if you want a little side-by-side here, this is basically like a character skin, I guess. But overall, Claptrap's a fun character. Okay, lastly, in my Borderlands set, we have Butt Stallion here. I also just noticed that she's a little damaged on the side, which I'm really bummed about because I don't remember her being like that. It's okay, though. I actually also recently took her out of box, and I noticed that her head is a little broken. If you guys see what I mean there? So that's a bummer in itself. So I'm going to have to get a new one, I guess, because her head feels like it's ready to fall off. Anyways, though, basically just crystallized here, which looks really great. A lot of detail here. And then she does actually have 2 unicorn horns and a tiara. And this is kind of like Tina's like one of like her made up pet or something like that, if I remember correctly. Something like that. But anyways, Butt Stallion here, great character. All right, guys, so our last set of video game pops is Resident Evil here. And I do have 5 in the set. I have Leon Kennedy, Nemesis, and Liquor here. And then I also have 2 6-inch pops in the set, which do include Hunter and Tyrant. Let's go ahead and start off with Leon Kennedy here. So I keep him in a pop stack just because, or a armor or whatever this thing's called, because he's about $150 to like $200 pop right now. Now, I am actually missing another grail in this set, which is Jill Valentine. That is one I've been looking for a while. I've come across her a couple times, but sometimes she's pretty damaged because she is an old pop and she's hard to find. Because if you don't know, this pop set is from 2016, so pretty old. And here's a close-up of Leon out of box, holding a gun in his hand, then he has like a pistol on the side, kind of in his like combat outfit. Next up, we have Nemesis here, and he is very, very ugly. Do you see that mouth? God, he's so ugly. So he's actually holding a bazooka, which is really awesome. And this guy is really hard to kill in the game. He just keeps coming and coming and coming back. Like, it's kind of ridiculous, but check that out. Crazy amount of detail. He's like stapled together on his face and then has that one eye and those gnarly teeth. Again, holding that bazooka. Check him out, guys. That is a creation for sure. Seriously, guys, imagine this guy coming at you in real life and all you have is like a pistol and like a knife. It's kind of ridiculous in some of these games. Another really ugly creation is the Liquor here, and as you can see, kind of fitting for the name with that long, ugly looking tongue. Let's take this one out of box. Oh my gosh. These pops are so, oh my god, look at that. Good lord, you can see just under the skin. That is so gross. So no eyes on there, it just looks like one giant brain on top there. Kind of reminds me a lot of the clicker. Now here we have the Hunter here, one of the 6-inch pops in the set. This is a GameStop exclusive. I don't think anything's different on the back of the box here, but a really cool looking pop. Check this guy out of box, guys. This is freaking crazy. Now that is something you would not want coming after you. Look at those nails and those claws, good lord. We are now on to our final pop of the video, which is Tyrant here. He is a Hot Topic exclusive. I think there's also a glow-in-the-dark exclusive of Tyrant as well over at Target, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, he is really, really cool. Check him out out of box, guys. This one is crazy. Probably one of the more detailed ones in the set next to like Nemesis. Look at those claws. Oh my gosh. I would not want this thing coming after me. Good lord. The mutations all over him, and then you have the heart on his chest there. That is wild. So that was my entire video game Funko Pop collection. Funny enough, I actually thought I had more than that, but I have around like 31 or 32, I think. I'm definitely going to be adding plenty more. That is one of my favorite collections that I currently have, outside of anime, of course. As always, if you guys enjoy these collection videos, make sure to leave a like down below and let me know if you guys want to see more in the future. I have all kinds of cool stuff. For now, though, I'm going to end off the video here by saying a big shout out to all the wonderful Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys rock for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon-only Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. I also want to remind you guys to make sure to be following me on all my social medias at SkittleRampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page so you can stay up to date. Alright, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.